Okay, I'm going to walk through setting up ServiceNow with Cloud Identity. So the first thing I'm going to do, you need a ServiceNow developer instance. So I'm going to go to developer.servicenow.com. I already have an account, so I'm going to log in. Okay, I'm logging in. And I don't have an instance, but I have my developer account set up, so you'll want to do that. You'll see I'm logged in as Kurt Riley. First thing I'm going to do is request an instance, and we're going to use Madrid. So I'm going to click on Madrid, and I'm going to click Request Instance. Okay, so I have an instance. So I'll just go ahead and click Manage. And this is kind of like your main page. One thing to remember is this thing will deactivate after 10 days. They're serious. You don't log into Cloud Identity and go over to ServiceNow every 10 days. They will delete your instance, and you'll have to do all this all over again. All right, so I'm going to go to my Cloud Identity instance, which is Riley Demo. I'll go ahead and log in. So I'm going to log in, and first thing I'm going to do, you'll see I don't have ServiceNow, so I'll switch to admin. And I'm going to go to applications, and then I want to add ServiceNow. ServiceNow. There it is. Click Add Application. Okay. All right, the first thing I want to do right here is I want to add an instance name. So my instance name is just dev60983. Dev60983. That's step one. I'm going to click Save. Okay, so the reason it's given me a value is required for username is if I come over here to account lifecycle, you'll see for provisioning, it's automatic and automatic. Well, it wants some information here, right? So we can do this now or later. I'm going to elect to do this later. So I'm going to click disable, and hit save for now. All right, perfect. Now, for entitlements, to make this simple, these are my options, but I'm just going to click automatic access for all users and groups and hit save. Okay, let's go back to, let's go to single sign-on now. It automatically filled this stuff in for my instance. You'll notice I didn't have to do it. But for the SAML subject line, you want to change this to email, as so. And then we're going to hit save. All right, we're going to leave that for now, and we're going to come over to our instance, and we're going to log in. A little slow. Okay, when you set up the instance, you get the admin username and password. Well, guess what? I forgot to write it down, but it's no big deal. So you go to Actions, Reset Admin Password, hit Yes. It'll just reset it, and this time write it down. That way you have the admin password. But it's, again, you'll see it's not a big deal if you just want to do a reset. So there's the new admin password right there. So it's admin. So I'm just going to copy it. I want to go to my ServiceNow instance. All right, click Add Password, and I'll hit Login. Save. Now I have a system administrator, plain old admin instance of ServiceNow running. go in and change the password to something I know. So you click on Profile, Reset, Change Password. I'll put it to something I know. Make sure that updates. Cool. Now I've changed my admin password. I don't have to worry about remembering. All right, I'm going to create a user. So I'm going to search for the user administration feature here. I think it's under CI state registered users. I'm going to click on that. And then I'm going to go to users under system security. I'm going to hit new. And I'm going to create a user that matches my CI tenant ID. So I use kriley@us.ibm.com. We'll just fill in some information. Kurt Riley, email kriley@us.ibm.com. Don't think I need anything, just active. None of this needs to be set except the password. I'm going to set it to the same as my admin user. And then I'm going to hit submit. I think that's it. Time zone. None of this really matters. So I'm going to hit submit. Alright. It created my ID. We're good. Alright, so now you have to basically set up the single sign-on within your tenant. So you're going to go to self-service is where I want to go. Alright, where's self-service? Just click on them in the self-service, click on the home page. And this is the system administrator page, right? So I'm going to navigate to create and deploy. Okay, once I get here, go ahead and click plugins. And then plugins again. It's loaded. I'll need to search for this module, and it's called integration dash multiple, right here, integration provider, single sign-on installer. So I'm going to click install, activate. Okay, it's doing its thing. So we'll wait. I'm going to pause the video while we wait. Okay, it finished. So I'm going to hit close and reload form. Alright, now I'm going to come over here in the search. I'm going to search for multiple. It's multiple. Lost multi. Provider. Right here, and then I want to click on properties. There we go, right there. Properties. Okay, I'm going to click on enable SSO, multiple provider SSO. Don't think I need this. Enable, no, this is fine. You don't need to just hit save. Okay, we're good there. Next we're going to add CI as an identity provider. Okay, so we'll click on identity providers. We're going to click new, SAML. Okay, I want XML, and I'm going to go back to Cloud Identity, and over here I'm going to find my metadata right here, Riley Demo metadata. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to click Open. So we'll click in here, we'll do Control A, Control C to copy it. Go back over here, oops, wrong window. Control V, paste it in there, and hit Import. There we go. So this is cool. So put all the metadata in. I didn't have to enter. It's all there. So I'm going to hit Update. All right. So let me cancel this part. Let me click on Advanced. Yep, that looks good. All right. Let me go down to Test Connection. Okay, everything looks good except the log out, which we don't care about, but everything else looks good. Active. Okay, so we'll close this out. So I gotta get the sys-ID here. So I'm gonna type sys_ID. Actually, that's not what I'm gonna do. What do I do here? Do multi provider. There we go. And I'm gonna click on back on identity providers again. Okay. I'm gonna need the sys-ID. I can right click on it. Yep. And go to copy sys-ID. All right, perfect. All right, so I got the sys-ID. Now I'm gonna go to System Security, and I want to click on, oops, that's not what I wanted. Users. And I'm going to click on any one of these users, doesn't matter. So click on users and click on About. There we go. And then I want to click on Configure Form Design. So it's going to load. Give it a second. Oh, it's kind of slow. Let me pause the video while it loads. Okay, it loaded. So I've got my fields over here. So I'm going to go grab the SSO source field, click on it, and drag it and drop it over here like so. Now I'm going to click on the little wheel. If you remember, I had copied that little sys-ID from earlier. I'm going to paste it in here. So that's the sys-ID, 128. I'm just making sure. Then I'm going to click the X up here, close it out so it's all in there, and then I'm going to hit Save. And it's going to save. Okay, that's done. All right, let's go test everything out. So I'm going to go back to Cloud Identity, and I'm going to get my URLs down here, and we're going to test them out. Okay, let's go back to the home page. My home page. Okay. Now when I click on ServiceNow, it's going to log me in to ServiceNow. Boom. I'm administrator in ServiceNow. Now I'm going to see if I can set up the provisioning. So if I go back to my Launchpad, and I go to Switch to Admin, I'm going to go to Applications, ServiceNow, And let's go to account lifecycle. And I want to hit automatic, and let's see if we can set this up. Let's follow these steps. So I got to log into ServiceNow as administrator, which I am. In the System OAuth section, click Application Registry. So let's do OAuth. Application Registry. Click New, create OAuth endpoint. So click New, create an OAuth endpoint for external clients. Let's name it something, I don't know, ServiceNow Provisioning. Okay, client secret, leave blank. What else does it tell us to do? Name, accessible, so do the scopes. Scopes is all application scopes. Active, it's active. Provide a duration, so it wants 3600 and 3600. I'm going to leave that there, I think. And I'm going to hit submit. Let's see what this does. Okay, I created it right here. So now let's go back to the application. So it's got what's my username? Okay, K Riley at US. Put my password. Alright, password's in there. Client ID and secret. Let's see if I can get that. Client ID. Copy. Alright. Paste. That's weird. That's not what I copied. Maybe I have to do it to Word first. Sometimes it's weird like that. Just 1 second here. Word, hit paste. No. Okay, why can't I copy this? Copy. Control V, there it is. It's weird. Copy. Application. Paste. Okay, let's see. Alright, client secret is what? Let's unlock that thing. Edit, copy. Paste. Okay, looks good. Test connection. Fingers crossed, the connection was successful. Okay, all that is working. Submit. It means save. Save. Okay, that should be all set up. Alright, let's see if my multi-factor is working. So, I'm in the app, so I'm going to go to General, or Single Sign-On, and I'm going to come down to Access Policies. I'm going to click off the default, and I'm going to turn on Require MFA, and hit Save. Okay, now I'm going to go back to my home page. See what happens if I click launch, if it makes me require MFA. And it does. So MFA is turned on that simple for the app by doing it. So where's my phone? I'm going to do fingerprint. I don't know if the phone's registered. Send push. I got a pop-up on my phone. Fantastic. Okay. Alright, where did it go? Oh, it was on here. Okay, I'm going to finish the video. Thank you.